Okay. I had said that Saturday's video was probably going to be either my last or next to last video for a few days because I'm going to go out of town in a couple days. So this will probably be my last video for about a week. After today, I probably won't do another video until a week from today, next Monday. Yeah, because I'm going out of town, Wednesday night, going out of town. Man. Some of y'all. Good thing is it's only some of y'all. It ain't the majority of y'all. It's just some of y'all. Some of y'all tripping me out, man. There's 2 or 3 things I want to talk about. Number one, as everybody knows, I worked in the entertainment industry. And along with that, I'm a big movie buff. So in addition to people asking me for dating advice, they always ask me my opinions on movies and TV shows and whatnot. Just in the last, 24 hours, I got a lot of, well, not a lot. I ain't going to exaggerate. Not too many. I'd say maybe like 4 or 5 messages about, Alan, what do you think about them replacing James Bond with a woman, and specifically a black woman? That's false. That's false. The actress Lashana Lynch, I believe her name is, Lashana Lynch, she has not officially been named as the new James Bond. That's a lie. That is a invalid rumor. That's a lie. That's a lie. So far, what the story has come out, the official story has come out, is that the character of James Bond is in retirement. And if most people know about James Bond, my brother's a huge James Bond fan. That's actually my brother's nickname among his close friends and family, 007. My brother's like the biggest James Bond fan in the world. And James Bond has a particular license as a spy, which is 007, which means he has a license to kill people without going to prison. He can kill people without going to prison for it. Not too many people have that in real life, a license to kill people other than, of course, for self-defense. But he has a license, basically, he has a license to be a hitman in real simple terms. He can get away with being a hitman without going to prison for it. That's what the number 007 represents, is that he can be basically essentially operate like a professional hitman without going to prison for it. He can kill people even if he's not defending himself. He can kill people. That's what 007. So what it is, in the next movie, Lashana Lynch is going to earn his license. She's going to earn a 007 license to kill. But she has not officially been named as the new James Bond. But from what I heard, they're going to be wanting to bring him out of retirement because supposedly James Bond, as currently played by actor Daniel Craig, he has gone into retirement and they want to bring him out of retirement. And after they bring him out of retirement, they're going to introduce him to another agent who happens to have his same license, which is 007. So, no, Lashana Lynch is not officially the new James Bond. But let's say she was. Let's say, for argument's sake, let's say she was. So? So? A lot of you guys up in arms about that shit. So what? Man, let me break it down to you. Since I worked in entertainment, I know how the entertainment industry operates. In real simple terms, entertainment industry is all about this. It's all about this, man. It's all about that money. It's all about that money. So a lot of y'all be trying to suggest that, oh, Alan, seems like the entertainment industry just plays up to women. They just play up to women. Society just plays up to women. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Use this. Why do you think that is? This, dog. This. Women spend more money than men do. Period. End of story. If you've ever worked in corporate America, and even more specific, if you've ever worked in the entertainment industry, you know one simple fact. Women as a group spend more money than men do as a group. If you're a businessman, who you gonna cater to? Who spends the most money, who spends the least money? See, back in the day, it might have seemed like things revolved more around men's needs and interests because women weren't making their own money. Men were the spenders because most women were stay-at-home mothers and housewives. Stay-at-home mothers and housewives. They didn't earn their own money. Their money came from their husbands. That ain't how it is anymore. Women got their own money. Women got their own money now. Corporate America recognized that. Women are bigger spenders than men are as a group. Women are bigger spenders. So corporate America is going to play up to the fact that, play up to that gender because they want that money. It ain't that simple. The entertainment industry doesn't favor women. No. They favor money. Let me just break that down to you. Entertainment industry favors money. In other words, if they feel like an all-male film is going to make them this, they'll put out an all-male film. Look at John Wick. John Wick ain't no movie for women. That's a hardcore male film. Why have they made John Wick 2 and 3 and 4? Because that movie makes money. That movie makes money. You notice they don't have any plans to make another Ghostbusters with all women because that first one didn't really do well at the box office. That's all they care about, man. Number one, there's two types of films, and most people know this by now. There's studio films and then there's independent films. And the simple difference is who provides the financing. If I pitch a script to Paramount Studios or Warner Brothers Studios or Sony Studios, that means I'm basically asking them to finance my film. So, of course, they're going to have the final say-so to do with everything to do with that film. Who's the director? They might change things about my script without my permission because they're paying for it. They're going to try to make whatever movie is going to make them money. The one secondary objective some studios have is to put out movies that might not necessarily make a lot of money, but they're going to earn a lot of accolades like Golden Globe nominations, Oscar nominations. That's the secondary objective of a lot of movies, studios. Is number one is to put out a movie that's going to make a lot of money, that's going to be profitable, that they won't lose money, that's going to be profitable. And number two, next to profitability is a movie that's going to garner a lot of awards, award nominations, like more specifically like Golden Globes, SAG Awards, Oscars, and whatever other awards are given out to various films. So yeah, it seems like a lot of movies have, because women are spending more money, women have a louder voice in society, they want to see their own. Just like black people like that. Black people want to see their own. So there's more black people in movies today compared to 40, 50 years ago. There's more black leads in movies. Look at Black Panther. That movie made like billions of dollars with a predominantly black cast. Black people want to see their own. Women want to see their own, man. Now, I'm going to tell y'all better not be dogging out all films with a female lead because at minimum, there's at least one movie I love that has a female lead. Love. Me and my brother were just talking about this movie like 2 weeks ago. It's called La Femme Nikita. La Femme Nikita. Directed by a legendary French director named Luc Besson. He also did a movie called The Professional, with Natalie Portman. I love that movie. I love both of those movies, man. La Femme Nikita and The Professional? Shit, if y'all ain't seen them two movies, You gotta see them movies. Them movies are badass. La Femme Nikita, she's a female lead. She's like a professional hitman. Oh, man. But she's badass as a motherfucker. I love her. Most men I know who watch La Femme Nikita love La Femme Nikita, even though it had a female lead. Shoot. You tell me face to face you don't like La Femme Nikita, I'm liable to punch your ass. Shit. That movie's the shit. So not all movies with a female lead suck. Aliens. The sequel to Alien with Sigourney Weaver, Aliens, it had a female lead. I love Aliens. Love that movie to death. Alien too. Yeah, all the aliens there. The original Alien primarily had a female lead. I love that movie. So just because the movie has a female lead don't mean the movie is automatically going to suck. There are exceptions. See, nobody can ever suggest that all movies that have a male lead are good and all movies that have a female lead are bad. If you think that way, you just stupid. There's no other word to put on you. You're just stupid. Shit, there's a lot of movies with male leads that I can't stand. There's some movies with, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there's been a lot of movies that come out that had male leads that I just thought were stupid as fuck. I was like, oh, I ain't going to see that stupid shit. Especially if the male leads were like real, just beta and shit. I don't want to see no movie with no beta leads. Now, I'll tell you a movie that was hardcore red pill like a motherfucker. It might have even been borderline black pill. That didn't make a lot of money, but man, when I watched this movie, it's called In the Company of Men with Aaron Eckhart. In the Company of Men. That movie inspired me because it was made on a budget of like $50,000. Most movies, even independent films, usually have a budget of no less than $1 million. That movie had a budget of total budget was like $50,000. It ended up making like $2.5 million. Shoot. I'd make a movie every year if I could turn a $50,000 investment into $2.5 million. Shit. I'd make a movie every year. You would have to keep almost all the action in one, no more than 2 locations. Yeah, but that movie was made for something like $50,000 and it grossed $2.5 million. I mean, that sounds like a little bit of money because most movies make way more than $2.5 million. But when you consider a movie only costs $50,000 and it made $2.5 million, shit, I'll make a movie tomorrow for $50,000. So anyway, enough on that Lashana Lynch, James Bond argument. Second thing, as you know, I mentioned, I can't remember, this was in my last video or 2 videos ago, one of the 2. I mentioned towards the end of one of my 2 last videos that a podcast had announced he's going to now become a dating coach. And I said I was going to withhold mentioning the name because he mentioned my name. And one of my followers had given me a paraphrased version of what he said. But I didn't want to mention his name until I heard his comment itself. And I heard the comment now out the horse's mouth. And the podcast is Mumia Obsidian Ali. Supposedly, and I don't know if this is a big joke or if he's serious. I can't tell, to be truthful. A lot of times with Obsidian, I can't tell when he's being real or a joke. So let's assume he's serious. He said he wants to be now a dating coach. Now, you know I find that interesting. I find that, if he's serious, I find that extremely interesting. Why do I find that extremely interesting? Because this is a man who has a documented history of harshly criticizing the profession of dating coaches. He has a documented history of harshly criticizing the profession of dating coaches. So, now if doing this all as a joke, he's trying to pull his listener's leg, then no big deal. But if he's seriously trying to market himself now as a dating coach, I would have to shake my head on that. How can you harshly criticize someone's career and then turn around and want to pursue that same career? Like he told me once in 2017, he said, I don't think any man should be a dating coach if they can't guarantee that their male clients will be able to pull women out of their league. That's what he told me once in 2017. He said, Alan, if you cannot guarantee your male clients that because of your advice, they'll be able to pull women out of their league. So if, say, the man on the scale from 1 to 10 is a 4, he was suggesting I should be able to guarantee a man who's a 3, 4, or 5 that he will be able to pull a 7, 8, 9, or 10 as a direct result of my advice. And that's when I did my video called I'm Not a Matchmaker and I'm Not a Miracle Worker. So if he's going to become a dating coach, my question to him is he going to guarantee his male clients that they're going to be able to pull 7, 8, 9s, and 10s? Even if those men themselves are 2s, 3s, and 4s? Is he going to be able to get? If not, then he's a hypocrite. If not, he's a hypocrite. If he's assuming he's serious with his dating coaching, if he can't guarantee that a man who's a 2, 3, or 4 is going to be able to listen to his advice and be guaranteed to pull a woman who's at minimum a 7 and as high as a 10, then he's a blatant hypocrite. Second thing that makes him look like a hypocrite, he once told me, as well as other dating coaches, he said, I don't really believe in this day and age you should even have dating coaches for black men, specifically for black men, because he said black women are not worth pursuing. Those are his exact words. He said black women are not worth pursuing. He said black women, the juice, his particular quote was, the juice is not worth the squeeze. He even followed that up when he talked about the 21 convention and he brought my name up. I came back from the 21 convention. He said there could never be a successful black 21 convention, because he said the only reason you have a successful white one is because white men still believe in pursuing white women. He said the vast majority of black men don't want to pursue black women. So how are you going to be a dating coach designed to help black men if black men don't even think black women are worth pursuing? So is he going to tell all his clients to pursue non-black women? If not, he's a hypocrite. But man, if you're listening, I'm telling you directly, bro. If you're serious about calling yourself a dating coach on them 2 angles, you're a fucking hypocrite. If you can't guarantee your male clients that they're going to be able to pull women that are 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, if you can't guarantee that, you're a fucking hypocrite. Number 2, if you call yourself being a dating coach for black men, but yet you said on a few occasions that black women aren't worth pursuing for romantic and sexual companionship, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. I'm calling you out, bro. If you're serious about this dating coach, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Yeah, I said it. You're a fucking hypocrite. Third thing, then I'll get off the subject of me upsetting Ali. He said his main unique perspective, if he becomes a dating coach, is that he'll be able to serve the needs of shorter stature men. Shorter stature men. Men roughly, let's say, 5'8" or shorter. 5'8" or shorter. He's acting like there ain't been no short dating coaches. I can name 2 right off the top of my head. I wouldn't say their advice is specifically or exclusively geared towards shorter men, but I know they are short themselves. David X. Number 1, David X is about 5'5", at tallest 5'6". Yeah, David X is about 5'5", at tallest 5'6". And he's a very well-known and well-respected dating coach. Number 2, as far as black dating coaches go, Stevie D. Williams. Stevie D. Williams about the same height. Stevie D. Williams about 5'6". Stevie D. Williams about 5'6", at best maybe like 5'6.5". Yeah, Stevie D. Williams is about 5'6". And he's been a dating coach. I first connected with him in 2006. Yeah, he's been a dating coach for at least, I want to say, 12, 13, 14 years. Now, neither one of them, David X or Stevie Williams, it's not like their whole coaching and teaching centers around helping just short men. But I have heard both of them mention things to do with, like I've heard Stevie D. Williams talk about, Stevie Williams, he's never expressed insecurity about his height, ever. I've never heard Stevie D. Williams express insecurity about his height. That's one thing I'll give Steve. I've never heard him like whine and complain about he wasn't able to pull women because he was too short. He's married to a woman that's taller than him. Now, she's not black. I know Obsidian's all about, the whole black women thing. She's not black. Stevie D. Williams married to a Caucasian woman. But yeah, she's much taller than him, though. Yeah, she's much taller than him. And much wealthier than him, too. I got to throw that in there. His wife is much wealthier than him. Steve hit the lottery with his wife financially. I want to say, I never heard David X complain about being short. From what I heard from him, as well as people who knew him when he was younger, they said David X used to be in a motorcycle gang. I heard he used to pull a lot of good-looking women, even though he was only like 5'5". Yeah, David X, again, he's only about 5'5", at tallest, maybe 5'6". So Obsidian wouldn't be the first short dating coach in general, and he wouldn't be the first short black dating coach. And again, I have clients that are short. I have clients as short as, I want to say, roughly about 5'3", 5'4". Yeah, I have some clients that are as short as 5'3", 5'4". And I've helped all of them out. And then on the flip side, I got clients as tall as 6'7". Yeah, I got clients that are like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Like one of my clients, I got a client, he lives in Manhattan. He's like 6'5". Big muscular dude too. Looked like he played NFL football. He's about 6'5", big and muscular. And he's been my client for a few months. So, height-wise, I got clients all over the place. So anyway, yeah, it'd be interesting. Again, I don't know if he's serious. I think he's just, to me, see, with all due respect to Obsidian, I no longer take a lot of the stuff Obsidian says seriously. To me, Obsidian is a performer. He's an entertainer. I look at him more as a performer and entertainer. I don't remember. A lot of stuff he talks about compared to, say, like 2017, I used to take pretty much like 99% of the shit he said serious. Now, I'd say at least 1/3 to 1/2 the shit he talks about, I don't even take serious. I look at it as his performance. He puts on whatever performance is necessary to attract views and attract followers. I look at him as an entertainer, man. He's going to say whatever. I believe Obsidian will say anything that's going to attract more attention to his YouTube channel, even though I heard he's getting off of YouTube and going to a site called The Black Avenger. Anyway, enough about him. What else I want to talk about? I got a message on Twitter. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it now. Some woman, I've been talking about Mode 4 behavior. And evidently, some woman, sadly, got murdered. Not only murdered, got decapitated by some murderous incel type. Her name, I want to say, is Bianca Devins. I hope I'm not misquoting her name. Bianca Devins got murdered by some murderous incel type dude. Sexually frustrated beta male type dude. Oh, going back to the entertainment industry. Sometimes if my schedule's not too active on a Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday, because as you know, I do a lot of traveling. I like to binge watch some of either movies or favorite TV shows. And one of my favorite TV shows is Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch that show as much as I used to watch it. You know, that's now, I want to say now, either the longest or no less than the second longest running TV show in TV history. Yeah, it's in its 20th season. 20th season. Which I think is a tie for the longest running drama in network television history. And now see, going back to what I was talking about movies, why do you think of all the Law and Orders, why do you think that Law and Order, particular Law and Order, has lasted the most years? Think about it. Deals with, even though generally it deals with sexual assault issues against both men and women, I would say no less than 2/3 or 3/4 of the episodes deal with sexual assault issues against women. Women are the victims. Dick Wolf is a smart businessman. One of the smartest businessmen in television, man. Shit, that dude's a genius, actually. He's a genius. All his shows have a certain formula, and he knows what's going to attract a certain audience demographic, man. Women watch that show like crazy, man. Women watch that show like crazy. I watch it. I used to watch it religiously before I got more busy with my career. But anyway, watch this episode, speaking of murderous incels. Watch this episode, I think it was this current season or this past season, season 20, called Revenge. If you're into Law and Order Special Victims Unit and you got a streaming service such as Netflix or Amazon Prime, watch an episode from season 20 called Revenge. They talk about a lot of manosphere shit in that episode, like incels, Chads, Stacys. It's, man, that just lets you know, man, manosphere talk. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker, man. Do you know this dude in the episode almost said the title of my book, but he modified it? I'm wondering if the writer of this episode is familiar with my book, The Beta Male Revolution. I'm wondering if this guy is familiar with my book, The Beta Male Revolution. I'm thinking he is. But see, in this episode, it was interesting. In the real manosphere, of course, the main delineation of men is between alpha males and beta males. In this episode on Law and Order, the main delineation was between alpha males and omega males. They never use the term beta male. They would use the term omega male. Yeah, they use the term alpha males and omega males. And during one interrogation scene, this real nerdy white dude says he's getting angry because he's getting interrogated. And I can't remember the exact words, but it's something to the effect that, hey, women are going to take notice. This is now the omega male revolution. And I said, ain't that a bitch? Ha! Ain't that a bitch? Again, he didn't say beta male revolution, but he said omega. He said we are now in the midst of the omega male revolution. I'd be willing to bet money that the writer or contributor to that episode read my book, The Beta Male Revolution. Because I coined that phrase, if y'all didn't know that. I didn't just popularize that phrase. I created that phrase, the Beta Male Revolution. I started using Beta Male Revolution when I was posted on AskMen.com back in 2003. And nobody was using it because I checked Google. No way you can check and see if something's being used already is, I've always said this, you go on Google. Yeah, put something in Google. If you don't get no hits on Google, nobody wasn't using that. Yeah, I was using Beta Male Revolution back in 2003. You talking about 16 years ago. But anyway, yeah, this guy on that episode, man. But yeah, that's interesting that the frustrations of incel. Well, actually, that's the second, if I'm not mistaken, that's the second time. Might have even been the third time. I know for a fact. That's the second time that Law & Order SVU has done an episode to do with incels. They did one episode that was loosely based on the Elliot Rodger murders. Yeah, they did one episode that was loosely based on the Elliot Rodger murders. See, here's the deal, man. And I was talking about the movie industry earlier. Movie industry is never going to allow black pill mindsets to flourish. Ever. Ever. They barely going to allow red pill mindsets to flourish like mine. But definitely black pill. Because if you watch that episode on Law & Order SVU, Revenge, you see, man, that society is going, if not already, I would say it's already happening, but society slowly but surely is looking at incels with homicidal and or suicidal tendencies as a threat to society. As a threat to society. And you know what that means. You know what that means. The U.S. government going to find a way to eliminate the motherfuckers. Huh. You think I'm joking? You think I'm being melodramatic? Watch and see. Hey, y'all been listening to me for a while. I've been breaking this down to you for a while, man. Y'all should know this if you know anything about your government. Even if you don't live in the United States, you live in another country, it applies to your government as well. One of the primary roles of a government is to maintain stability. Maintain stability. Maintain stability. Arguably the first priority of any government is to protect their country from foreign threats. I would probably say it's arguably number one, from foreign threats, threats from other countries. And then close second would be to protect the country from domestic threats, threats within the country. You have foreign terrorists, and then you have domestic terrorists. Once you get classified as either one of those, man, you become what's known as a person of interest. Person of interest. That means there's a likelihood your phone calls are going to be wired and tapped. They're going to follow you on the internet like a motherfucker, if they haven't already. They're going to find out everything about you. They're going to find out everything about you. A lot of y'all motherfuckers who post on message boards and blogs, if y'all, shit, you see how fast PUA hate got shut down after Elliot Rodger committed the murders? You see how fast that shit? A lot of people said, oh, the owner of the message board decided to shut it down. Bullshit. FBI shut that motherfucker down. Ha! Shit. I guarantee you the FBI shut that motherfucker down. I guarantee you they did. You black pill incel types with... Now, if you're a black pill incel and all you do is just whine and bitch and complain, government don't care about that. You can do that to your heart's desire. But when you start expressing homicidal tendencies and or suicidal tendencies, then you become a threat. You're going to become a person of interest. And the government going to be on you like flies on shit. They're going to be on you like flies on shit. See if I'm lying. They're going to be on you like flies on shit. They are going to shut you down. They don't even, in the extreme case, they're going to find a way to eliminate your ass. And I'm not even trying to be lighthearted or melodramatic. I'm serious, man. That's the role of the government, man. Government can't allow things that destabilize society, man. You can't allow people to flourish who have the potential to destabilize society, man. You can't allow that as a government. If I was the president, I wouldn't allow that. Y'all better not ever hope I'm not the president of the United States. Shit. All you motherfuckers who are on the verge of being the next Elliot Rodger, I kill all you motherfuckers, and I'm not even saying that jokingly. Shit, I kill all you motherfuckers. Straight up, I'd have all y'all motherfuckers killed. Or if not killed, I would have y'all just, here's how I would hook y'all up. I would just transport all the known certifiable black pill incel type motherfuckers. Again, if y'all just whining and complaining, I'll let y'all do that if that's how y'all gain your mental orgasms. But once I heard y'all talking about getting some kind of physical retribution on women, like physically harming women or murdering women, or even harming yourself, oh man, y'all gonna get put on a motherfucking island away from civilization. I ain't gonna allow y'all to be around no females, but I'm gonna give y'all computers. I'm gonna give y'all smartphones and podcasting equipment so y'all can podcast y'all ass away. Y'all can podcast to y'all heart desire and post on blogs and shit, but y'all gonna be on your own. I'm gonna call it Incel Island. Incel Island. That's what y'all gonna be on, Incel Island. Watch somebody copy that less than 48 hours. Somebody gonna do a video, man. Incel Island, Incel Island. I'm gonna put y'all on Incel Island. But y'all gotta get away from normal civil. I ain't gonna let y'all destabilize society and shit. Cause you black people motherfuckers are a potential threat, man, to the stability. Yeah, government is about minimizing chaos and minimizing violence. Anybody that has the potential to create chaos and violence is a threat. Person of interest. At minimum, they're going to be watched. Even when they don't know they're being watched, they're going to be watched. And in extreme cases, the government going to find a way to eliminate them motherfuckers. Believe that. On my Patreon exclusive portion, I'm going to talk about two things. Briefly. Why good pussy ain't worth being disrespected. Why good pussy ain't worth being disrespected. And number two, once you adopt the Mode 1 lifestyle, be prepared to lose friends. Once you adopt the Mode 1 lifestyle, be prepared to lose a percentage of your friends. Join me in my Patreon exclusive portion. All right. Here's what I want to talk about in the Patreon exclusive portion. Number one, I was doing a consultation. And the guy I was doing a consultation with, he was telling me, he said, Alan, I'm in a dilemma. I said, what's your dilemma? He said, well, I'm seeing this woman, and man, I love having sex with her. I love having sex with her. But she wants me to be strictly monogamous. She doesn't want me fucking other women, but I want to fuck other women. And when I even give her a hint that I'm going to fuck other women, she starts going off on me and calling me names and yelling at me and blah, 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 blah. Stop right there. What's a simple solution to this guy's dilemma? What's a simple solution to this guy's dilemma? Dump that bitch. Dump that bitch. Why you gonna stay in a relationship with a woman that's doing stuff like calling you names, hurling insults at you, telling you what you can or cannot do? It's your program, fellas. It's your program. How many times have I told you that? When you're in a relationship with any woman, it's all about your program. You got to be in relationship. You only need to be in relationships with women that are going to adhere to your program. That's what makes you alpha. Is when you're in relationships with women that's going to adhere to your program. If you're in a relationship to a woman and you're basically adhering to her program, then you're beta. You're not alpha. You're beta. If a woman is dictating the terms and conditions of the relationship or marriage, then you're not the leader of that relationship. You're the beta. You're the beta. You're not the alpha. You're the beta. And see, the problem with a lot of beta males, like this guy ended up basically admitting, when you ask beta males, well, why are you in a relationship where a woman's basically the one calling the shots, wearing the pants, and even semi-regularly or at least occasionally disrespecting you? Well, the pussy is so good, Alan. The pussy is so good. I mean, damn, this is such good pussy. So, let me ask you this question. You willing to sacrifice your sense of self-respect and dignity for some good pussy? Is that what you're telling me you're willing to do? Seriously, that's what you're telling me you're willing to do? That's what you're telling me you're willing to do? You willing to allow yourself to be verbally emasculated by a woman, disrespected by a woman, have your manhood and masculinity undermined by a woman for the sake of an orgasm? That's what you're telling me. If that's what you're telling me, give me your address so I can send you your official beta male gold card. So I can send you your official beta male gold card. Because in the world of alpha males, that ain't how life works, man. That ain't how life works with alpha males, man. With alpha males, you are the king of the castle, man. You run shit. Any woman that ain't allowing you to run shit, you dismiss that bitch immediately. Remember what I said in my last Patreon video about it? You either the employee or the employer. If you're an employer, you don't take no shit from your employees. If you're an employer, you don't take no shit from your employees. When they start fucking up, you give them a warning, harsh warning, suspension, termination. Warning, harsh warning, suspension, termination. That's the protocol. When you're an employer and you got an employee that's fucking up, violating the employee handbook, the rules of the company, warning. Second instance, harsh warning. Third instance, suspension. Fourth instance, termination. They're fired. They're gone. I don't take no shit from no bitches, man. I don't take no shit from no bitches. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being a beta male if that's what you really want to do. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Be a beta male. Like, I was getting into a debate with somebody. Some guy was saying, Alan, I don't think no man should be a cuckold. I don't agree with that. That's bullshit. I don't agree with that. I think some men, I'd say this even, if you read my book, The Beta Male Revolution, I say that there's some men that were meant to be what's known as BDSM/polyamorous cuckolds. I mean, seriously. Matter of fact, when I was talking about Mumia Obsidian Ali and his thing about guaranteeing that a man could get women out. You want to know, honestly, and I'm not saying this facetiously, you want to know one of the number one ways for a man who's a 2, 3, 4, or no higher than a 5 to guarantee himself, or at least come close to guaranteeing himself, a female companion that's an 8, 9, or 10, is offer to be a woman's cuckold. I'm not saying that lightheartedly. I'm serious. That's one of the benefits. If there's one major benefit to being a cuckold, is you're going to pull women out of your league. You're going to pull women out of your league. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a voluntary cuckold. I think there's at least a percentage of men in society who I would almost go as far as say it's their destiny to be a cuckold. That would be a better relationship for them instead of them trying to be an alpha male and repeatedly failing. Some men just ain't meant to be an alpha male. I'm not saying that to be mean-spirited, but I'm saying that to be truthful, man. Some men, not all men are meant to be alpha males, man. I'll tell you right off the top of my head, if I had to name at least 3 to 5 characteristics of men who are not meant to be alpha males. If you're like super duper needy of female companionship, like you're the type of guy that literally cannot go a few days or a few weeks without female companion, you just almost have like a urgent and desperate need for a constant female companionship, then you're not meant to be no alpha male. You're not meant to be an alpha male. See, in order to be an alpha male, you got to be able to tolerate periods where you go days, weeks, even sometimes months without female companionship, if need be. A beta male can't do that. They would rather have purely platonic female companionship than no female companionship at all. So if you have an urgent, desperate need for female companionship, you can't really be an alpha male. You can't make the transition to an alpha male. That's an act of futility for you. More specifically, if you have an urgent, desperate need for constant sexual companionship from women, and the only way you can get that is, say, through marriage or being a woman's boyfriend, you got to be willing to be a beta male. If the only way you could get sex from women is by offering a woman a significant amount of your non-sexual time, attention, and companionship, that's the only way. You ain't got no other option. You got to be a beta male. If the only way you can get women to have sex with you, particularly good-looking women, is to spend a lot of money on them, like pay their bills. Essentially, you got to be a trick or a sugar daddy. Yeah, man. So, but my main bottom line is, man, you know how I feel about what I call doggy treat reward pussy. I don't believe in doggy treat reward pussy. If I can't get pussy that comes along with alpha male respect, I don't want it. And that's real talk. If I can't get pussy that comes along with alpha male respect, I don't want pussy. I'd rather get no pussy at all than to get doggy treat reward pussy, or what I also call beta male pussy. Charity pussy, pity pussy. I don't like that shit. Nope, don't want it. Don't need it, don't want it. I'd rather jack off to internet porn than get beta male pussy. So that's number one. Number two, one thing I get from a lot, probably like 4 out of every 5 of my male clients is, Alan, I'm dealing with this problem. I love your Mode 1 philosophy, your Mode 1 approach, but if there's one challenge I've been dealing with ever since I became Mode 1, I've been having to deal with a lot of Mode 2, Mode 3 white knight types. White knight / Captain Saberhole types. White knight / Captain Saberhole types. Including, sadly, some of my own friends, some of my own high school friends, college friends, co-workers, etc. Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to just tell you right out. Once you decide to adopt the Mode 1 lifestyle, it's inevitable you're going to deal with that. I've dealt with it. When you become red pill, you're going to deal with a lot of guys that's still going to adhere to their blue pill conditioning. And they're going to fight you on your red pill mentality. They're going to fight you on it. Sometimes literally fight you. When you adopt the Mode 1 style of verbal communication with women, man, you're going to have a lot of guys who swear by Mode 2 or Mode 3 that's going to start calling you rude and crass and disrespectful and an asshole and a jerk. Yeah, I know it might be hard for a lot of y'all if the friendship's been going on for a while, but you got to cut those guys loose. I know a lot of times that's easier said than done, but a lot of them guys, man, you're going to have to cut them loose. Yeah, I've had clients that have had to cut loose in friendships that they had been guys in friendships that they've had with guys for like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Because once they start being Mode 1, those guys reveal themselves to be Mode 2, Mode 3 white knight types. Mode 2, Mode 3 blue pill white knight types. You don't want to be friends with them type dudes, man. You got to cut them off, man. You got to cut them off. You got to cut them off. You got to cut them off. Cut them off. Again, I'll be the first to say it. A lot of times, if the friendship has been maintained for a long period of time, I say a minimum of 5 years, it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. Almost like breaking up with a woman that you really enjoyed her company and really enjoyed having sex with. But that relates to both my messages in this Patreon exclusive. Number one, with women, man, I don't care how good a woman sucks your dick, how good her pussy is, how tight and wet her pussy is. If that woman begins to disrespect you and treat you like a beta male bitch boy, you either got to do one or two things. You either got to, if you want to maintain your alpha male respect, you got to either dump her immediately or embrace the fact that you're willing to be her beta male bitch boy, or even more so, her cuckold. That's your two options. With men, If you want to truly adopt the Mode 1 lifestyle as well as the Red Pill lifestyle, you're going to have to end a lot of your friendships, man, with your guys who swear by their blue pill beliefs and attitudes and social programming. And along with that, they tend to swear by a Mode 2 verbal communication style or Mode 3. You're going to have to end your friendships with them. Those are going to be some hard choices. But as a man in this life, a lot of times you got to make hard choices. I'll talk to you guys in about a week. I probably won't be doing another video for the rest of the week. All right, fellas, enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.